Good morning and welcome. Sound is okay, picture is okay? Great. So we're expecting actually some more people, but you know, let's just start. It's the time. Ah, see? One more arriving. Let's just start with what we call our bodies. And it's quick that there's an identification as the body. And let's just see if it's possible to see the body as the body, letting the body do its thing. And we just include it into our awareness. So nothing needs to be done with the body. It's just included in the big picture. And I can feel already it's different. And maybe you can feel it too. And if not, really don't worry. It's not about right or wrong. You can't make a mistake with this. And then just see if it's possible to feel the feet wherever they are, on the ground or wherever they are. If there's a sense of feet. Maybe if you can't feel them, just wiggle your toes a bit or move them a bit. Like, little toes or big toes. And then legs. See if it's possible to include what you call legs. And again, not identifying as, just including. So now we have feet, toes, and legs. And you might feel energy or the flow of energy, or maybe nothing. So there's no particular way how it should be. And then see if it's possible to go even a little bit higher up, including the pelvic floor. Beckenboden. And then just notice if it does anything to your experience. But there again, there is no right or wrong. Just noticing what it does when we include toes, feet, legs, and pelvic floor. And let's see, while we have a conversation or while we are together the way we are, let's see if we can include toes, feet, legs, pelvic floor into our conversation. If we rest together, just in our group, or when we have a conversation, when we speak, when we reach out to each other. Let's see if that is possible. And you might notice a difference already. Maybe the mind is more activated, maybe not. Maybe it's not changing at all. In my own experience, it always quietens something down when there is permission to include what we call the body. And also when we don't interfere with the needs of the body. Because sometimes the body doesn't like to sit still, sometimes it likes to move, sometimes it needs to get up, sometimes it likes to sit still. But what I've noticed is when there's an inclusion of what we call the body, then there's also an attunement. Then there's a noticing of what the body needs, if it needs anything. And we can look after it. Or we can let it look after itself. So if there's anything you like to explore, please feel free. The best way for those who haven't been with us for a while is just to wave or even, reach out. And there again, just I can feel since we consider, it's like, oh, maybe, now, maybe later, just see if it's possible to keep the body included. It's so quick that it moves away from here. It's so quick. And again, just including what we call our bodies. No right, no wrong. No special way. It knows what to do. Every cell knows what to do. And then there's that which notices it all in a space we can't describe. Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hey, Judith. Hi.
Breath.
Yeah. Arriving.
It's so interesting to see this subtle movement. I had to do it right. It's so, and I just see what that gives to the body. And also a little kind of fear or excitement. And, and then, okay,
Yes.
it's seen. I'm
It's
here.
seen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Yeah. That is so advanced, Judith. That seeing.
And this is such an important seeing as well, because I really see also that I carry this from the whole women lineage, from my mother, and she needed to do it right. And that's why she projected that on us, that if I don't do it right, I will be punished, or I will be judged, or I will be wronged.
Yeah.
So that's strong for this little one, that, I had to do it right. Otherwise, she's not safe somehow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's maybe also been like that at one stage of lifetime, it's, don't know, and I'm pretty sure in your lineage even, how often have we been wronged or punished even for, we didn't even know for what. We didn't even really know for what, quite often. Just walking along and doing our little life thing, and all of a sudden there comes that bang from somewhere.
And I see
So
also
it's
this,
deep.
it sits very deep, and it gives also a seriousness, and like, oh gosh, it suppresses so the playfulness and being okay, and no worry. Yeah.
And with that, what I notice in myself, with that seriousness, it really believes in it. It really believes that it is wrong, or that it has done something wrong, or that it could do something wrong even.
Yeah.
It's a whole setup.
It's a whole setup. And then also I see that it misses the lightness of being. It, it can't touch that really more the lightness and the playfulness and the joy. It misses that, huh? Yeah. Lighthearted. The lightheartedness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally understand. And I'm pretty sure everyone here in our group understands. Yeah, look, there's nothing. Yeah, we all know it. We're all in the same boat.
Yes.
And it has been serious in our ancestors' lives.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oi, oi. Yeah.
War after war.
Yeah.
I mean, just,
Yeah.
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 So many things. Losing children, losing
Yeah.
loved ones, being sick, seeing suffering. So no wonder that idea popped up. You know, if you do it right, then all of that will not happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a joke.
Yeah. And I also see in my own, in my mother and in me, then this comes this kind of perfectionism in her. It had to be so right, or it had to be so good. And I saw it in my mother when she can't really relate to that perfectionism, then she really wronged herself so badly, so destructive. Huh? That in my case, in my mother's case, finally needed to end in suicide. So it's, whoa, you see, there's so much to it. Yeah.
So much, yes. And that's just, you're describing just one person's life. Huh?
Just one. Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's just one. And look at your neighbors and your relatives and
in
other
myself.
countries and yourself. You don't have to look so far.
No, you don't need to look very far.
Yeah, no.
And I feel that it is so lovely to speak it, and that gives a kind of relaxation in the body.
Yes, it does, because, you know, when it's really seen, it takes it out of that identification, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah. And perhaps I need to mention it over and over again when I'm with you, because it pops up just in these moments.
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. And it brings sensations. It activates and
yeah.
And then just to see again and again, fresh, who is doing all of that. Not to go into denial or leave, not to leave it, but just to really see at the same time that it's not up to you. Never has been and never will be. It's just so lucky to see it and open your heart to it. And so, come on in, mama, come on in, baby, come on in, whoever.
Yeah, whoever.
Whoever.
Makes
all of us.
Yeah. Give some watery eyes, I feel.
Yeah.
And a vulnerability.
So beautiful. Oh, feels so good. It's so inviting. So yes. Never made a mistake. Not once. Never.
Yeah. And so afraid to do. It's amazing.
So afraid, yeah. So afraid. It's so young. So young in a way. Young and old at the same time, because it came already in with all that information. Right?
Yeah.
And then it can just rest with us here for a little bit. was so beautiful.
Mm.
Can you describe what just happened? Because
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
it
you
went to
described.
peace. Yeah, so the peace came in, and
How did it do that?
it just happened by itself, and it just, my sense, just allowing the tears to come, and then give space to the tears, and then when the tears have had space, then suddenly from one to the other, it goes to peace. It is as if it's the doorway to the doors
Heaven.
opens. Yeah, and then it's just a doorway, and then the tears are gone, and then she's here.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I love the way you described it. Yes. Yeah.
And it's just really tangible, the moment, okay, then there's the tears, and then, then it falls through. It just falls through.
Yes. We could all see, could you all see that? Or did you all get that moment when some of our friends could see that, could feel that. I mean, in our being together, I could feel it in me, and you too.
Yeah,
But
me too.
I was just curious if our friends could see that too. Mm. And at first, I mean, I know that in my own experience, at first it's just much easier doing that together.
Yeah.
In that invitation that we are actually.
Yeah.
And then at one point it will do it by itself.
Yes.
At least that's my own experience, my personal experience.
Yes. And
yours
I have
too.
that experience also, that
Yes.
then if I allow, and then the tears, and then it sounds first, it even sounds dramatic, and from one or the other moment, it's over, it's gone, it's then to
it's
peace
very,
again.
very simple. And here we are.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful that there is enough trust, so that we can also do that here, and that there's space for, and then it goes very easy.
Yes, exactly. And there's also, I mean, there's also that deep, deep knowing that in truth it is not personal.
Yeah.
And we can't overstep it, huh?
No. Yeah.
It will scream and kick into until we stop. Okay, oh, I haven't seen you yet. Okay, tell me your whole story. I am here. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Show me everything. Show me it, all of it. I'm not moving.
Yeah, that's what
Then it goes through its cycle in a way, and when it's done with it, peace.
Yeah.
Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, and so important to include the personality. Because it's the doorway too. If it gets space and it can totally be felt and embraced, then it's including the personality. Yeah. And oops.
Oops.
Yeah, oops.
Home.
Yeah,
Oops,
and then it's home. Oops.
And then comes the next layer.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But now I enjoy just the moment to be home.
Exactly.
Because it's so precious.
It's so precious for as long as it lasts. Oh, let's enjoy that.
Yeah.
There's actually nothing more precious than that, isn't it?
It is. It is.
If we long for anything, then for that.
Oh, yeah.
Being at home.
Most important. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Everything opens up from home, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
when we can't be at home, it's stressful.
Oh.
It's stressful. It's watching out. It lives in separation.
Yeah. Checking.
Checking. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Meike.
Oh, thank you, Judith.
And thank you,
Always a
group.
big pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you all for holding space. Thank you.
Meike?
Sandra.
Yes.
Yes.
It feels that another layer has to be integrated also here.
With pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say some words. Yesterday there was a crash with a colleague at work. He was so, can you hear me? He was
Yes.
so aggressive. He was so aggressive, and I just had a day where I just felt that it starts to be, I could say on one level, more hard to deal with it, with such aggression and also the toughness of my boss. And on the other hand, I could see that it felt like an old pattern was sneaking in making a story up of it, because actually the body mind reacted quite well when he was aggressive, saying, well, in this moment I really don't understand you. I couldn't hear him. But afterwards, and then I felt there was a moment where actually it would have been okay again. But then something started, like I have to show him that like this, that's not okay, and that I ignore him now. And I could see that actually in doing that, somehow it took so much energy. And it was much more actually also hurting myself, so to say. That's the story. Now I'm here.
No, it's good. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. And I'm pretty sure all of us have had a similar experience sometime in our life, if not just today even.
Yeah, but everything was there, seeing what was going on, knowing that actually that's not the way. Because it's hurting, yes, myself, this system too, and seeing this, it felt also moments like being on the edge of personal, unpersonal, And I just would love to explore that more, or bring that home, or whatever is needed.
So I have one question. Is there an idea that it should have been different?
Yes. Yes. If you ask that like this, yes.
Yeah. And I totally understand. And I just will speak for everyone. We all know that. Yeah. We really don't, our systems don't like that. They don't like being shouted at, they don't like being screamed at, and they don't like when somebody's upset and can't see and listen anymore. It's not easy. It's not easy for a body to stay calm, because it's a chemical process. When there's aggression or a fight response coming towards us, our system will react, which is natural. So it will also go into a fight response, or it will go into flight, or it will go into freeze. And it's amazing, Sandra, that you could see the whole thing. And even as I hear you, that you could keep quiet in a way, but but still it activates our system. It does.
Yes.
Our systems are, it's a chemical process. It's just going on, so much going on. So if there comes that power towards us, it activates our system. I know maybe sadhus or swamis or yogis or, those people who have explored controlling the body system. Some people have, they can keep themselves out of it. It might be possible. But for most of us in our setup, you will feel it. You will feel it. So now, to have an idea that it should be different, what does it do? Let's have a look at that.
Well, actually, I can see now that it was this idea that was keeping up this whole story and spinning in it, because if there would not have been the idea that he should have acted different and not being so aggressive, then there would have been this moment feeling not good, but just, there are moments in life that don't feel good, and accepting it and being with it and then going further.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we can speak about, like sometimes you can remove yourself when I don't know now the whole story, but somebody comes towards me and shouts at me and I don't even know what's going on. Maybe my system is strong enough then to know things, and you go or I go or whatever. But we know what it does when we have an idea that it should be different.
Yes.
It just keeps it alive. It keeps it looping. And it was beautiful what you said, because it reactivates the whole system again and again. When it goes there, it thinks, and it's like, and it reactivates the whole chemical process.
And
which is natural. And you saw.
I could see it, and there were moments where it was possible to stop it, but not all the time. And then there was this getting angry at myself and not being able to stop it. The whole story.
Which is absolutely healthy. it's an absolute healthy response, physical response. When there's aggression or whatever fight coming towards us, a healthy system reacts with the survival mode. It goes back into fight, it goes into flight, or it freezes. And with luck, you know, for us that have explored so much, we say, no, I'm not interested in getting engaged here. Oh, let me see, how can I play with this without making it a personal thing? At one point. At one point. But when all the chemicals are activated, it is personal. It feels like that. So that is absolutely natural. But when that moment comes where the clear seeing, you know, when the moment the system quietens down again, clear seeing comes in. At least in my experience. Is that for you like that?
Yeah, there was actually right now just seeing that there is a sadness, you know, something that wants to be there already. And I mean, many times it is, but yesterday it wasn't. And this sadness coming and seeing that it's so important to just be soft and accept what is without having any idea where someone that identifies should be at that moment, you know. That's just saying, oh, okay, that is how it is, it's okay, you know. Also
and
they're having
then,
no idea.
And then looking after what you call your body, taking care about it.
Yeah.
Taking it out of the situation or setting a clear boundary or whatever is needed.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm happy to talk with you, but not like this. Can't hear you like this. I'm happy, I'm not disconnecting, I'm coming back. You're my colleague or you're my boss or whatever. I'm happy, but like this, I know where this goes. So you taking care about this.
Yes.
You don't have to be the nice one or the, you know, a certain way. We have all these ideas, especially the feminine.
Yeah.
Because our chemical setup is a bit different and also our upbringing is different. We have to be the nice one, the sweet one and lovely one and all that bullshit. Sorry.
Yeah, you were absolutely right.
Yeah, we all know that.
It touches that part, you know, the part that has to be the understanding one, the nice one.
Absolutely.
And oh, mamma mia. Yes.
And mamma mia. Exactly.
There we are. Yes.
Yeah. And that oversteps its own healthy boundaries. It's not able now to say, well, wait a moment here. I'm not interested in this. Or however it speaks, you know, or maybe it doesn't.
No, you're absolutely right, Meike, because it was really on the tongue already to say, listen, not like this. I want to listen to you, but not in this aggressive sound or tone. That's not okay.
Yeah, exactly. And we know why. Because there is no communication possible.
No, it's not. It's not. Because,
it's in a fight-flight mode. System is in survival mode. I mean, I don't know what triggered that person, but it's just not possible.
Yeah. I mean, he was
and it
already
becomes
very, very nervous. Yeah.
So there you go. And then it becomes an abusive situation. And it's a high cost not to not step in and set a healthy boundary without shouting back, but just, I'm here. When your system has quietened down, then we can talk again. Let's try again later, but not like this. It's a big learning for all of us. I mean, and there again, I say especially for the feminine, but it's, you know, it's not only for the feminine, it's also for those masculines that have been bullied and so on. But to set a clear boundary is so healthy and so good. It's the best medicine. Everybody's waiting for that. It's my experience. Not to disconnect and say, I will never talk to you again, but saying, you know what, let's see how it is in an hour, or when your system has calmed down, then we come together again. Not making wrong, not leaving.
Yes.
Just being clear, like, this is not a conversation. No, thank you. It's a huge learning for all of us. And it's so potent. I've had beautiful experiences with that. Doesn't work always, but sometimes like, wow, yes, that's the way.
I feel now again my feet, I feel my legs again. You know, in listening to you, I feel that actually that is really the doorway. You know, because it brings always such. We had our team conference, our team session, team gathering together yesterday, and I feel what it does with the whole team. You know, when my colleague is like this, I mean, it's like poison. It's really like poison.
Yes, it is. And who knows what his upbringing is? Is it he or she? I'm not.
No, it's a he. It was not my she.
And it doesn't.
She was just very tough yesterday. Also, but
see, that's yeah. But I mean,
I felt already when he came in that he was so nervous. I mean, upset. I could. He was like 3 or 4 meters away from me, and I could feel his nervousness,
So it was already overwhelmed.
Oh yes, and I know it was not really me. It was just where he could get it out, you know.
Yeah, a discharge. Yeah, but it's a high price to all of us if it's not acknowledged as that.
Yes. Yeah.
So that seems to. Yeah, it seems your job. It seems your job, Sandra.
Yes, I see now where the next step is in this team.
Yeah.
But it feels good. It feels good to the heart, because I can see that what happened here was this disconnecting with him, you know, showing him the whole shoulder, and it felt so not good in the system, because it's an old pattern, you know, and in doing that, I felt actually it doesn't feel good. It's not the right way, but as you said, these setting boundaries was overstepped.
Yes.
You know, it needs also to say no, not like this.
Exactly.
And then it's possible to stay connected if it's open up.
Gosh, you're so beautiful.
Wow. Same.
So mature. I mean, the seeing is just wow. And now it's like we practice. We kind of, everything we've learned and we've seen so far. Now it's like bringing it. How do we bring it in? And that stuff will happen again and again. Because if we meet a system that is activated, our system will feel it. And it's very, very, very difficult to not get sucked into that. It's for all of us. Again, and it takes everything to not engage there. So you got to be so gentle with your system. Again and again, and maybe one day it will say, no thanks, not like this. Let's find another way. And I see you upset. Oh, you know, however you will speak. And that will be such a gift. Just even our conversation is already, it's a huge gift to everyone that can feel that vibration. Because we had enough of that. We don't need to do that anymore. I so love that you are out there in the world, Sandra, and you bring your maturity and you bring your gift in. Oh, it's awesome, so awesome.
Yeah, yesterday
So
I thought I have to leave this job, but
yeah, I
because it was,
understand.
but I love my work. I love to work with people and to be there for them. The work itself is beautiful, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think that it's actually the learning for this system. You know, it's a gift because it's the learning for this system. It brings up the next layer. So, and oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, you know, because now it feels like, wow, seeing the way what's the next step that wants to be done and what wants to be seen, and it feels so good actually.
Yes. Yeah, you're
Thank
taking
you
the
so
opportunity. Oh,
much.
that's wow, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, thank you
Yeah,
so much. You know, there are 2 weeks of online retreat with Isaac. So, I mean, it's so beautiful to have the time now to include more and go deeper. And I'm such a lucky whatever.
Oh, so good to hear. Yes. Yeah. We are so lucky that we can have these conversations and remind each other, and I just share like this, and to actually confirm that our interest is to live in beauty with each other.
Yes.
To walk in beauty. I mean, wow.
Yeah. I can feel so much.
I wonder.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we all long actually to be, you know, when there's activation, when there's nervousness or whatever it is, that someone doesn't disconnect, but also not take the vomit. Isn't it? It's like, whoa, somebody stays, connects and says, okay, I come back, I see, you're really upset. Or, you know, however. Because normally it goes into fight or flight, you know, the survival mode, and the other gets activated too. And then we're in that same old story. So it needs only one time to be met in a different way. We will never forget. If somebody doesn't shout back or ignores us after, or is, I mean, you know, we will never forget that when we get a different response. Now it's just on us to cultivate it.
And I can see that after yesterday there was a little fear that this situation would come again. And now actually there is a Neugier being curious, you know.
Curious,
Yes,
looking
looking
forward.
forward to it, actually thinking, wow, how wonderful. I'm like nearly longing for a next situation to try it out, you know.
Yes, yes, Sandra, taking the opportunity. Oh, it's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
And being so gentle with the outcome. How we will fall over. That's just how it is. But
yeah,
we get up again. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's
It's
learning,
learning.
and it's like it's learning, and but it's like the strength can be felt again, because I mean, in being there is so much strength, you know, and it's here again. And strongness doesn't mean that, you know, in this you can be touched so deeply. So it's both. It's also a deep softness.
Yes. Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you, thank you.
you're so welcome, and thank you for bringing this gift. Huge gift.
Yeah.
Ah, so nice. And then just feeling, including the bodies and how big it gets. Huh?
Yeah. It's a whole embracement again.
Mm.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Thank you. And giving space
Mm.
now to another of our wonderful friends.
Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you.
Meike?
Ja, one second. Ja, das hört sich an wie Viresha.
Ja.
Hi. Hi, Viresha.
Hi. So one question what Sandra brought up. I could see clearly 1 week ago my pattern when I'm overwhelmed to freeze. Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. But then nothing is possible anymore. I'm in freeze. So you say the body is the key. So if I would have been aware of my body, I would have felt the freeze immediately, or what? Because I just couldn't. It was like a blackout. I couldn't react in any way.
Yeah.
So if I would have felt my body, I would have felt the freeze immediately, or what?
Mm. Mm.
Maybe.
So let's just,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I understand. So let's just start here, right? And I'm coming to that. But let's
Mm.
just see if it's possible to feel our feet. And I'm inviting all of us again, just our feet
Mm.
and our legs. Yes, see, you start breathing immediately. And the pelvic floor, just those.
Yes.
And if it's possible, no right or wrong, but kind of arriving here, so that from here then we can explore. And it's
Yes.
not, I'm not sure if it's understood when I'm not sure what you understood when I speak this invitation. It's not, the body is not the key. That's not what it is for me. It's more, if the body is not included in the awareness, in who or what we are, for most of us, we're floating somewhere around in disconnection, in lots of ideas, in shoulds and woulds and ifs and whens and buts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I've noticed, and I'm always speaking just from my own experience, is that when what we call the body is included, not identifying as, but including, it's as if there's a homecoming or an anchor. It's like, and then from here, without losing this, there's an exploration possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So bodies react. And when there's a freeze response or a shock response, it is very, very, very difficult to not do that because it's on automatic. Even the blackout, there's nothing that you can do about that in that moment. Yeah. But there's always a moment, also in my own experience, where it calms that much down again, that clear seeing comes in. It's like, oh, wow, this sweet body froze. Oh, sweet pie.
But it took some days. Huh? It took some days to see it clearly.
I
Yeah.
know, Viresha. So you can see how strong that was. Yeah. Yeah. I remember times where it took me weeks. I would go to bed and just pull the blanket over my head and would not be able to come out.
When you speak like this, then I can speak of months.
Yes, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
And then it would be a big push to come out of that again. Yeah. So, you know, for some of us, it's really, really strong. So the key, if there's a key, is just that you know that about the Viresha body. You know that there is that condition somewhere in the body that sometimes, for whatever reason, it can black out like that and it goes into a frozen state.
But it's a kind of protection from the body. Yeah? It's not
Yes,
bad.
yes.
Yeah,
It's a survival mode.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a protector. It's trying to help in a situation where it feels threatened. It feels like that its life is threatened. So a freeze is, I can't get away and I also can't fight. But the energy is in there.
Yeah. Actually, this situation was not so dangerous, but it brought up so much past, you know? So it was like in German. Ein Tropfen und die Tonne läuft über, so dieses.
Yeah.
This was the situation, yeah.
Yeah. It was
So
just too
actually,
much, huh?
yeah, I'm happy that this happened and came up.
Yeah. So now what I know is whenever it calms down and the clear seeing comes again, it's like, wow, the body went and it's not you. That's the number one, just the
Yes,
basic.
it's
Yeah.
good one, really good one.
Yeah. It feels very, very personal And just to have a clear, just to be clear again, you would never do that. This is just an automatic response that life created by itself somehow. Nobody can tell you how, nobody can tell you, I mean, we can put reasons on it, but in the end, we have no clue. We just know that is what happened. And when you see it, that's the moment where you can come back to including this body and inviting it to come into the heart. It's like, yes, I see. I'm here. And it might happen again. Might happen again. But whenever I see, I can be here. That's the only moment I can be here. That's at least how my system works with itself. Sometimes it finds itself in situations that are unbearable. I mean, it hasn't been in a while, but still, it doesn't matter. It might come, it might be unbearable, and it will just black out. It can go that strong.
Okay, good to hear.
But whenever you see it, then it's like, oh my dear, oh my dear, yeah, oh my dear, yeah. Yeah, and just feeling what that does, yeah. Just feeling that, yeah. Sweetest heart.
I was
Don't need to
missing
work
this.
on
Yes,
anything.
I was missing this.
Yeah.
Be gentle to yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweetest, sweetest heart. Yeah. Yeah, there you are. Gosh, how beautiful.
I was missing it that you bring me to tears, Meike.
No, no,
It's a joke.
I know, but these are the most beautiful tears, aren't they? It's like, oh, it's
Yes,
coming
yes,
home.
yes.
It's coming back to itself. It's like
Tears
it's
of freedom.
seen. Yeah, it knows it didn't do anything wrong. Oh, yes, it can come back again. Letting it drink our being together, and our friends are here. Just letting her drink. So beautiful.
What a magic drink.
Oh, nectar. The most delicious nectar.
Oh, what a healing.
It's just coming home, Teresha. It doesn't need much, actually, huh?
Mm.
It's from here, it's just wow, isn't it? Again and again. It didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't have to work on anything. No. It just loves to be kissed. All over and tickled.
Unconditional, unconditional.
Unconditional, yes,
Yes.
it's true.
Mm.
And with unconditional, what that actually means is no judgment, huh? Just for the way it is.
Mm.
Just for how life has made it. Wow.
I can see more
Wow.
clearly if I judge myself, I will judge others. So, and if I don't do it, then I'm capable not to judge others. Yeah, I really see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But also that is only possible when it comes home to itself again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The moment it is in survival activation, it will judge because it feels separate. It feels that it's on its own. And then there is a you and a me. That's how it feels. That's how
Mm.
it's experiencing itself.
Mm.
Then there's judgment, that's right and wrong, there's black and white, there is just the whole movie. When it comes back home to itself, all is well. Yeah, and between those, life flows.
Isaac told me this many times, many times.
Yeah, he told
Yeah.
all of us many times.
Mm.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Wow, Meike. Wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for bringing this gift to our community.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
I make space.
Shall we?
Ciao.
Guitar.
Meike,
Hello.
so good to be here.
Yes.
I'm learning,
Yes, it is.
learning a ton, I feel. Um, I think I would, something when Sandra talked about saying no, I felt like, wow, something inside here is getting excited about that, actually. And it feels like, oh, wow, as though there is a real deep point inside that gets the message of like, wow, the no is actually a possibility for life, actually.
Yes.
That's how it
Yeah.
feels.
Yes. The no is actually a yes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I grew up, there was no way to say no.
No.
And things were so destructive all the time. Even prenatally, I felt like threat. The world is threatening. Ah, feel a wave of that.
Mm.
And that I can't even say, but there's a place inside that is, it feels like it's so deep that gets this sense of, wow, the no would be like a, wow, then life could live.
I know what you mean.
Very moving.
Yeah. Feels beautiful, that movement.
And I had this session recently where I felt some of it that it would have been so needed. It would have been so needed for my parents to get a stop, in a way.
Yeah. And it's never too late, Gita.
Oh, now I'm more feeling the pain. Before I felt like I was so excited after Sandra talked. I was just feeling a big wave of all the freeze and pain of.
Yeah. That's okay too. And then you come back here. You feel your body? Can you feel the feet and legs? And
Yeah, they've gotten a little clogged.
yeah, of course. When there's activation, that's absolutely natural. That's what bodies do. Everybody does that. So it's very healthy. It's a healthy response. Yeah. And I know you've done a lot of somatic experiencing work, so we don't need to reactivate and we don't need to go there more. Done that. Now it's more that we learn how to regulate and come here again.
Exactly.
Then it will do another little loop, that's just what it does. And never forgetting who we actually are in truth, beyond it all, so that we have everything included. Yeah, and so see, now it's different again. There's something different showing. Yeah. And letting the body do whatever it needs to do, if possible, without engaging in any thought. Yeah, feeling your hands, whatever they're doing. Are they on your thighs? Or
Yeah, just put them
there was a
there.
move. Yes, fantastic. See, there's the natural body response. Huh? Hands just move there.
Yeah.
And like, happens all by itself.
Yeah. They already know that position. It's really good always.
Yes, they do. Yeah. And just that enjoyment. A little bit of enjoyment that was there. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can,
Yeah.
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 It's amazing when that's consciously acknowledged.
Amazing. Also, like talking about it, I feel like I recognize it was even like a dissociation happening.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like a vacuum in a way, huh? It just sucked you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see it. Yeah. Was no choice. It just did it by itself. We would never do that consciously. And now, after that, there was a seeing. You know, when it quietened down a little bit, you could see it very, very clearly. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like there really isn't a choice at the moment. The body just did it. Yeah.
It is all so incredibly fast. I mean, all the processes that are going on right now in this moment in the body, yeah? Just that pumping that blood, and then in the blood all the processes, and breathing in, putting oxygen in, and then there's that whole exchange. Then all the hormones, all the glands are, it's there's so much going on all the time. It's what I find is what the gift is when it happens that there's just a bit of space between all those processes that are happening, like life, and that which is just aware of it all. Wow, how did it do this now again? How did it do it? No clue. I mean, and that which is omnipresent will not even ask. Will not even ask. It's just there. There's no questioner, there's no... if you really go deeper, it doesn't ask. It's just there. Yeah. So we can't make a mistake. At least how it looks from here. Body is doing, body, life, existence is doing what it's doing.
Yeah, I can see now, but like when the vacuum happened, there was also simultaneous, oh, I don't want that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is also understandable. Totally understandable.
It actually is.
So, what is seeing? And obviously there was no choice. Quite often, you know, with these really extreme, deep patterns, it takes us on a ride. I mean, you know, we've been now talking, each one of us, actually, you know, are speaking the same thing. It takes us on the ride, and we come here again and say, oh, yes, I see. And then we maybe can take the arm around ourselves and say, oh, my sweetest, sweetest, sweetest me. Yes. Gosh, did you have to go through this again? I am so sorry, and I wish I could do something. Might have to go through this again. Who knows? Maybe, though, next time we say no. Could also happen. We never know. Yeah.
Yeah, there was the idea, you know, when I spoke, to go deeper into the no and the excitement of it, and but this is what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite often it's a bit of a trap. I know that too. We see something, we experience something, and then we want it again, or we want it more, we want it deeper, or something. And it just doesn't work like that. Isn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
It doesn't. It's just what I can see is it is grace when it just steps away without leaving itself, but as if it just gives a bit more space. And then it can see, wow, something is moving and doing its thing constantly, and something is noticing or seeing it all. And that's the grace.
Yeah.
That's also where the heart comes in, at least in my experience. Then it's in awe of itself. Wow, wow. And when that being in awe comes in, the heart of it all, it's like as if something moves differently. So it's like something sweet comes in, like, oh, oh. Those are the sounds that come. It's like, yeah, wow. It just does what it does. And in the sweetness, it is experienced differently. Same thing, quite often. You see, I don't know, you see a bird eat a fly or something you like, and you say, oh my God, how terrible. But from this space here, it's like, wow, coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. Ever changing, ever changing. No judgment whatsoever. Just a huge big heart in which everything can just does its thing. Deeper and deeper and deeper. If it's identified, it wants to change and fix. Then it has that little bit of space, it's like, then it's in awe of itself. Yeah. And there it goes again. Between those life flows. And then we meet and we support each other. You know, we remind each other. Yeah.
Wow, Meike, thank you so much. It feels like you've outlined the whole path. That's amazing.
Nice talking with you, Gita.
Oh, Meike,
Nice
thank
to
you.
see you again.
Yeah, so nice
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
rich. Wow.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Meike, Leilani here.
Hey, Lailani.
Hi, can I sit with you for a bit?
Yes, please.
Thank you, and everybody.
So how's the Lailani body doing?
Doing its thing.
I like that. It's doing its thing, yes.
I have no control over.
Mm. Yeah,
But as
I
you say,
thought so.
it's always changing, isn't it?
Yes, always changing. Mm. Yeah. And it's very tricky when the body doesn't feel well.
Mm.
Very, very tricky.
Yeah, I'm feeling I've not been in this place before because I'm really starting to feel that the drugs are taking their toll physically.
Mm.
And I'm realizing that, you know, I can't keep doing this.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a feeling of not knowing which way it's going to go.
Mm. It will show, Lailani.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I know.
But of course, I don't want to go.
No, of course not. And you're still here.
I want to be here with quality.
Yeah. See, and there, that's tricky, huh? Because.
I want it to be different.
Say again.
I want it to be different.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so understandable. Of course, when the body doesn't feel well, we want it wants it to be different. Of course, everybody wants to be well. Also, that is very natural.
So what I do is, you know, keep working at getting well.
Yeah. Can you do that in a gentle way, or?
It is changing, yeah. It is becoming more gentle.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. That's very lucky. And you have support, Lalani?
No, no, it's very, when you're chronically ill and have been for a long time, people find it too hard to be around you. So no, it's been a very lonely, alone journey, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm
My
sorry
children
to hear.
they're at the stage where can't do it anymore either.
Yeah.
And I understand that totally.
Yeah, yeah. So are there caretakers or?
I'm sort of in between. There's high care needs of people who, you know, when I have my flare-ups, if I was like that all the time, I would have a lot of care available. But because with having flare-ups, and you never know when they're going to come, there's nothing available for someone with my condition. So, yeah, I'm seeking all the help I can get, but there's not a lot. Yeah.
How is it right now?
There's a fragmentation. It feels like I'm fragmented.
And what else?
There is peace.
How is it? Yeah, fantastic.
And I know that fragmentation and the sadness and all the emotions come and go. And
Yeah, wow.
and the feelings, everything's coming and going, and this peace, it's bigger than that. Yeah, it's there. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not under all these things, but it's just this amazing peace, and everything else is
So happy.
coming and going.
So happy to hear. And just that you can speak like this is wow.
The only time I really completely lose touch with the peace is when I'm in physical pain. That just overrides everything.
But you do have medicine when there's that pain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to laughing again. Been a while.
Oh, there you did. There I heard you laughing.
A little giggle.
A little giggle. It sounds very good. Yeah. Let's use the time to laugh as much as possible.
How is the body feeling for you, Meike? Or to you?
I'm sensing a burning at the core. But there's also something really solid. Solid in a way, actually what you described before, that peace that is there at the same time, that knows, everything is changing, everything is coming and going. So that burning that I'm sensing, it's, it's from in my inner eye, I'm having it's like my hand is just stroking it just at the right distance so that it doesn't hurt. Yeah, it gives me a breath.
Yes, it's the inflammation that burns me up.
No. Yeah, so there's inflammation, yeah. Mm. Is it in the whole body? Or is it
Mostly
do you feel that?
In the kidneys and the abdominal, in the organs.
Yeah, because I don't feel it in my arms and legs.
No.
It's more in the core, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. So, okay. Can you feel me, Lailani? See if it's possible. If you, without doing anything, but just including my physicality. And just see if it makes a difference. And, no push or no right and wrong. Let's just see if it's possible. And I will tell you what I'm inviting my system to. So I'm inviting my system to lean into itself, kind of to hold still and just be here. I'm just curious if your system pick up on it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, let's just hang there for a bit. How's that for you, Lailani?
It's brought in a lot of movement. I was feeling empty before, like an emptiness.
Yeah.
And with us just sitting like this, it was like I was being filled up. Lots of movement. Yeah. But it felt solid. Yeah.
Yes. And something was quiet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. You're so welcome.
Love to all.
Thank you. There come the kisses to you.
I love them.
Yes. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
Bye.
Yeah. Esther.
Hi, Meike.
Hi, Esther.
Can you see me good?
Yeah.
Because that funny background is sometimes moving through me. So, yeah, I'd love to rest with you. still story going on in my head. But
No worries. It's been a beautiful meeting so far, huh?
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially the you speak with Sandra was very inspiring.
Mm.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
relate with that.
Yeah. I think we all could relate to that. How lucky are we, huh, that we can meet like this? We can laugh together, we can cry together. Doesn't matter what comes, we're here. Year after year after year after year.
Yeah,
Doing
and I
our,
also, I have to hear again and again and again from
yeah.
you, to exploring what is healthy for my system to where to be or not, or take care for myself.
Yeah.
Because I see the old movement not listening to myself anymore and go to a place where 100 alarm bells starts to ring.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know. This week there was such a moment of I really don't know what to do. Then there was only, and maybe it's a survival mechanism, but there was I could only be. So then there was a lot of joy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And I really don't know what to do.
You know, I said the truth is nobody has a clue what to do. It's okay. As far as I can see. Don't believe me, you gotta see it for yourself. I'm just talking to myself. It's okay to not know.
Yeah, because my system, everything in my system says, oh no. And yeah, and the more I say, oh no, the more the other side starts to fight with me, or the back and forth movement. So it's just going like this. So I don't see an opening. Well, anyway, it was, I'm here now. I thought this week,
still here.
Yeah, really, like I'll never ever show up again. No, it's just not safe in this world to show up. So that's why I want to sit with you.
I take it as a compliment.
It is. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I can feel there's something in me coming to peace, or I don't know how to call it, but
Yeah, quietens down a bit, huh? Mm-hmm.
And I see that, the resonance is left in my body after a phone call, and then I feel that, my body is relaxing, but I feel my system is still, it's just careful.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. What an adventure this life is, huh? It seems so solid.
Yeah, and also, if I read a lot of about narcissistic people who really manipulate, and they always say when you're in that kind of pattern, leave, move as far as you can. But I also see the pain underneath it, from the other one. So there's just, I don't know what to do.
Read something more beautiful.
Yeah, at the moment I listen a lot of to French songs.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And I don't understand a word of it.
Maybe that's
but,
good.
Yeah, then the language is like music too. The music is not so,
Yes.
but the words and the sounds of the words is very
it's
nice.
A melody. Yes.
Yeah.
Do that rather. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that makes you smile. It's much better medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, what is really asking myself, what is healthy for me? What does this need? And I really don't know anything at the moment.
No, it's actually very simple. What I can see, it likes a cozy bed. It likes some nice food, especially in winter, some warm food, something to drink, nice company.
Yeah, the most companies online, but
it doesn't need much. It doesn't need much. Yeah, company online, doesn't matter where the company is. Wherever it feels good, that's good medicine. It's very, very simple.
A good reminder.
Yeah. Yeah. And good health. If there's good health, you just saw our conversation or listened to our conversation with Lailani. And the moment the body isn't well, whoa, it's a huge challenge to keep up your sense of humor and anything. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. So good health, or relatively good health, not so many aches and pains, and food and shelter, and nice company. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's all. Don't need to work on yourself or on anything. Don't need to read stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable.
No, but that was the touch, to I mean, I've sat with Isaac, and then I felt there was being met on such a deep level, so to say, and I even don't know if I'm met or not. And this was totally the opposite.
Oh,
That phone call, I
that
felt,
goes together, Esther. Heaven not far upon each other, you know.
it
If
was
we,
both on one day, so.
yeah, that's how it goes. That's how
And then I
you
thought, oh, now I'm losing everything again, and it's
never had anything.
going in that old loop. No.
Can't hold on to anything. That's what it does. There we go. Between those life flows, heaven and hell. If we have a preference, good luck. Good luck. It comes and
Yeah, but that's
goes.
the doubt in me. I mean, what you need, what you say is good food, good company. Then I think, okay, but that's a preference. So that's going in my mind, you know, that kind of stuff.
No, that's a natural thing of life. As a human being, we need some food, some shelter, health, and a tribe where we can feel at home. And from there, you can see it goes. It's very, very simple, actually. It's very simple. Some singing and dancing, celebrating this absolute miracle where we find ourselves far out, far out. That absolute amazing miracle of finding ourselves here and sharing a soup together and singing a song together. Yeah, that's all. That just what that does. Just when that is spoken, it's, oh, wow. Yeah, gives us a breath, and it, yeah, makes the awe of it all even bigger. Wow, wow. There are all these trillions of cells doing their thing, and it speaks to another without even thinking about it. It can smell, it can taste, it can see, it can hear, it can feel. Wow. Wow. I mean, yeah. Yeah, just like this.
Then actually you don't need much.
No. No, don't need much.
Everything is there already, and
Everything is there already. And we're the lucky ones. We are the lucky ones. There are so many of us that starve to death right now. That parents that can't feed their kids. Or people that are homeless and don't have a shelter and freezing somewhere in winter. Just name it. People that are sick and don't know who they are. You know, that's just a little bit of. And then there's us who have shelter, who are pretty healthy, who can share like this, who can sing a song together maybe, and who are in awe of this absolute miracle of appearance.
you can speak so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Esther. You're such an amazing inspiration. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice to hear too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Otherwise,
nice to have feedback.
yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't speak like this. when there weren't, if there weren't ears that can hear it and receive it, it wouldn't speak like this. It would, every word that comes out would just turn into shit. Mm. Yeah. Okay, my dear heart.
Yeah.
Big,
Thank you.
big hug and
Such a
kisses.
okay, yeah, a gift to sit with you and the others. And
Yes, it's
so
such a gift.
feeding.
Yes.
It's like food,
Yeah.
food for heart.
Yeah. Yes. Mm.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. My darling hearts, beloveds, beautiful friends. Our next meeting will be in 3 weeks. I just take 1 week off because Isaac has his retreat in the next 2 weeks so that we don't interfere with each other. Looking forward to see you all again very soon and always in the heart. Mwah. Thanks for hosting, Eva. Love and peace. Mwah.